Welcome back to Riding Along with Charles.
Today, we're going to be talking about 5 things nobody told you about being a nomad.
In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 things about nomad living that no one told us about, and
It'll hopefully make your life a little easier in the decision making of becoming a nomad.
better watch it to the end, because if not,
Bloopers, man.
you'll have 5 years of bad luck.
Maybe. Or if you watch it, you'll have 10 years of good luck. So let's get started with the 5 topics so you can start learning.
Okay, guys. It's one of those days. Just to kind of tell you what goes on in van life. Now think of this for a minute. Van life is always interesting. You never have a day when something else is not happening to you. So, the day started out fine. Driving the van. I got some gas at a local gas station. I'm not going to mention names, so I don't want anybody harping on any particular gas station. And by golly, it starts missing, sputtering, things like that. I'm going like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Well, so what's really happening here is that I'm dead alongside the road. So I've called for help. One of the things you just saw was a skit with Evelyn fixing the plastic bag on the radiator cap. Now, yes, I did put a bag there because I was leaking fluid. Now, sometimes on the road you have to do those kind of things. And I just want you to know that you've got to be able to figure things out on the highway. You're stuck there till somebody can come get you, fetch you, pull you back out. You got to find a place to live. You got to find a place to shower, go to the bathroom. All those things have just been removed from you. So a little extra planning that you got to do. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about repairing the vehicle, maintenance. Now, there's a lot of things that people don't even recognize when you are going to become a nomad, that typically most of the time you're going to be out and away from everything that's going on around you. You may encounter, by being a nomad and living in your own van or RV or pulling a trailer, that your home has to go to service, has to be worked on someplace, either that or you're going to be working on it. You've got to be able to figure things out on your feet, and I want you to be able to know that and work on it. So it's a good idea to stay on top of things, okay? Just something for you to think about.
Gonna start off with a workout and a shower. Aww.
I want to discuss some things with you about taking a shower. All right. Now, guess what? When you become a nomad, you start traveling around. You've got an RV, Class A, B, C, maybe a van build or something like that. you're always depending on take a shower. If you watch some of those van lifers out there, you'll find out that those guys may wait 2 or 3 days or a week or longer to take a shower. It's just not acceptable with me. So my first plan was to, and I believe you just saw the video on it, was to go to Planet Fitness. Since everywhere I traveled, Planet Fitness was available for me to go to. And so great, it worked the first couple of times, and then COVID happened. And so there that sign was, closed. All right, so where do you go then? So then sometimes I stop in the campgrounds, plug in, charge up my batteries fully without having to use any other method running my engine. And so then I can utilize their showers. Okay, truck stops are pretty good, other things like that. But there's a lot to this, being a nomad and being out in the wild. There's some other things that people just don't tell you about that you're going to figure out for yourself somehow. And just connect up with people. Somebody's going to give you some key points on what you can do, and sometimes folks will give you some junk. Showering's a big one. Going to the bathroom, I believe Evelyn's already got that video on there on where I go.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's an early morning here off the lake. I thought you could enjoy some of the scenery with me while I talk to you about one of life's essentials. Now, we just did that funny little skit with Charles sitting out on the nice little dock on the lake on our little Coleman portable toilet. No, he wasn't really doing anything, but we thought it would be cute to put the image in your mind. I guess if we were in the middle of nowhere with nobody around, that would be a possibility. But using the bathroom as a nomad is kind of the same as anything else. If you're just traveling in your car and you're on the interstate and you're trying to find a bathroom and last sign you saw was next rest area 126 miles away, you're going like, oh, what do we do? So it is a concern. It's something that we have to do. And no matter what vehicle you have, being a nomad, you have to think about it. Even the large RVs that have the full bathrooms with their own little tanks to carry all the waste around, you still have to find a place to dump it. The same goes with all the way down to the little composting or Coleman portable toilets, the camping toilets. You still have to find a place to dispose of what's inside there. It's the dirty little things nobody likes to talk about. That's the reason why we're trying to bring you this video. It's the little things, not that it's a big deal, but it's something that people don't really like to talk about. So I hope we helped you trigger a little thinking process there. So let's carry on with the other items that we chose to talk about.
One of the things that is always missed is how much you're going to minimize to get into something like this or into an RV, camper, anything, whatever it is you're going down to.
You remember when we were minimizing from a 2,000 square foot house and garage and fenced in yard?
I remember
the yard
vividly.
Sales, donations.
I recall some very tragic things in my life, stuff that I've had that I wanted to keep with me. And when we talk about downsizing, you're trying to figure out what you're going to take with you. Well, I've always been a mechanic for a long time. I've turned wrenches and stuff for most of my life. And I come to find out that she's out there taking my stuff out and put it in the yard sale. And I'd be out there going like, but wait, So I recall many times of picking things up when she would walk away to go get something else and take it back into my shop. I mean, that's one of the things. Minimizing your lifestyle is something that if you're ready to do this, you've got to start now. And you've got to put things away. Even if you don't get rid of it right now, just bag it up, stick it in an attic, a closet, someplace, and see how long it is that you've got to go dig something out of that bag to use. And that would be like a first step to get ready. And I'd recommend not running off and trying to do this all at one time, because it's a serious shock to the body to go in and go like, well, I need a so-and-so, and you don't have it no more.
Okay, so far we've covered 4 of the 5 things that nobody talks about with nomadic lifestyle. Let's talk about the 5th one. It's a good one. I think what made me addicted to the nomadic lifestyle, made me not want to go back to a permanent brick and mortar home, is opening up my doors in the morning. I still feel like I'm home, but then when I open up the doors to come out of my vehicle in the morning, it's like, wow, different scenery, different places, new explorations, new adventures for the day. Even if I have to working in a different city, you know, it's awesome.
Hey, don't forget to
like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what kind of information you'd like to know.
Not only that, but we like traveling. So in that comment, talk about what else you would like to see as we travel around the country.
Yeah, we can go anywhere. It may or may not be in our direction at the time, but it will definitely get put on our planning schedule.
When I say around the country, I mean around the United States, because we can travel around there. So
yeah, you don't have a passport. It's okay. All right, guys. Till next time.
all right, van life and beyond. Take 24. Action. Action.
What? Just why? I'll butterfly.
Is that a canoe there?
Nothing's ever gonna happen today.
It's okay. Ready?
You have a broken finger.
It's cold out here.